Have Mr. Gassaway, the other band director. Give it up for Mr. Gassaway. Down here on the track, Mr. Carpenter, our percussion director. And I think maybe on her way still, I don't see her up in the stands, our color guard director, Jody Fairbanks, and also Alex Holland. Please give it up for them. Today, I know it's a hot one. Thankfully, the last 2 days of band camp have been the hottest 2 days of band camp. If it was like this on day one, we may not have that many students out there on the field. So we eased our way into it a little bit. We had a chance to really work pretty hard over these 2 weeks, and we were very fortunate that the heat stayed away until right here at the end. We typically start band camp with a lot of basics, a lot of fundamentals, just to get everybody on the same page and make sure that everybody knows what they're doing. But then I think by Wednesday of last week, we started learning drill, and we always start with drill for our traditional pregame. So what you're going to see is all of the stuff that we would normally do at football games. Of course, band parents are always the best parents because they know all of the special things that we do, and they get everybody else involved with that. So, veteran band parents, you guys know what to do here. We are going to go all the way through pregame. So we'll come into the field. We will do the Elks Parade, and then the Alma Mater, followed by the fight song, and then lastly the Star Spangled Banner. So I will remind everybody when to stand and sit and all that good stuff. It's like church. All right, here we go. CJB. Here we go. Set.
For the Centerville High School alma mater. fight song after that. Here we go. Come on.
All right, have a seat, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So that's all of our pregame. That's everything that we've put together throughout these 2 weeks, working on music memorization, working on all the drill. We've even had a few special guests join us for the first time ever. We have 4 8th grade band students who are a member of our Centerville Youth Percussion Program, otherwise known as CYP, that we've added in as well. So can we give it up for those CYP? CJB, we're going to take a break here. Go ahead and come off the field and get water. We're also going to reset our front ensemble, reset the stage, get microphones, all that good stuff. So we can just move some things around. And while they're doing that, we are going to perform a little bit of our show for you. So I'll tell you what to expect here. Our show is entitled Through the Eyes of Picasso. And some of the students are pretty familiar with this, and maybe parents that have been around for a while. That's actually the title of a Winter Guard show that we did in the winter of 2020. Nothing spectacular happened that year, nothing of note, nothing worth talking about, except for the fact that we didn't get to complete that season And our winter guard was really fantastic. We really liked the show. We really liked the concept. And so the idea was brought to us, well, what if we tried to do that show with the marching band on a much bigger scale? And so when we get into the show a lot more, you're going to see a lot of artwork. The artwork is actually cleverly done in a way that looks like Picasso, and it's in the style of Picasso, but it is not actually Picasso's art, because we don't want to pay Picasso's estate. He gone, but we don't want to pay his estate. So we have a great artist on our staff, Lola Flores Holland, and yeah, give it up to Lola. Lola is an elf. She's an alum of the band and did all of the artwork originally for us based off of Picasso's artwork. So what you're going to see eventually, you're going to see a really large painting over here on the left side of the field, and then lots of smaller paintings all around the field. Our prop crew has been very busy working on those props and getting them for us. If you've been building props for us at any point throughout the summer, can you just stand and be recognized? Where is our prop crew? Oftentimes in evenings after work and on weekends to build props for us. If you have any building mechanical skills at all, if you know how to weld, we like you. You need to come and see Tony Bain right over here. He's your guy. So if you want to get involved with prop building, we're always looking for more help. That would be fantastic. As you start to see the show evolve and develop over time, our color guard is going to be costumed to look like the artwork that they're kind of around. And the whole idea is that we sort of see the artwork come to life through our color guard, through our flags, all that good stuff. So, it looks like we're getting close. Front ensemble, are we pretty close here? Okay, great. Let's go ahead and head on out to page 1, everybody. Page 1. So as they're moving out onto the field, I mentioned those props. They will actually start the show hidden behind different props and in different groups around the props. So when you see everybody kind of clumped up in different areas of the field, that's where props are going to be. Sometimes we have to hide people behind props, and then they come out at different times. So if it looks like they're just standing there in the middle of space doing nothing, it's usually because they're behind a prop, and then they come out later. The first part of our show is, we've been referring to it as the intro of the show, and it is based on a piece of music called 11, like the number, and it's by a group called Y Music, like the letter Y followed by music. So if you're interested in looking up what the original version of the music sounds like, the intro is 11 by Y Music. It features a duet with soprano saxophone and alto saxophone. So we have Carter Cutler on the soprano sax, and we have Jack Rothstein Carter on the soprano, Jack Rothstein on the alto. Give it up for them. We also have our 3 drum majors. Up here in the front, we have Emily Hodges, Mary Haley, and then back running our metronome for us is Sierra Rupp. Give it up for them. Hear our metronome. You heard the metronome during pregame. The metronome at this point in the season, those are our training wheels, right? We need to hear that clicking box that you've all heard many, many times. The entire city of Centerville knows the clicking box. We get lots of phone calls about the clicking box. And sometimes at night, all I hear is the clicking box. But I'll tell you, that really is helpful for us. It helps us stay together. It helps us have something to listen to lock us in and remind us where our tempo is. All right, so it looks like we're ready to go. This is the intro of our show, 11 by Y Music. Saxophones, you guys all good? Okay, here we go. Set. way of starting the show, kind of building some suspense and building some intrigue, and then we kind of hit you with all that sound. We're going to go ahead and reset, everybody. We're going to reset. We're going to do that again. We have more to show here in a little bit, but we like to do a couple times through this and give everybody a chance. We're very early in our process, obviously, so we talk about improving every time that we do something, thinking about something that you can fix, or maybe something that got away from them a little bit so that they can make improvements as we go. For you all, as you see the show multiple times throughout the season, you're going to see a lot different version of the show just about every time you see it. So this is the first draft of our show. Anybody that wrote a term paper or a research paper knows that you probably would never turn in your first draft, right? This is our first draft. So we're going to have many, many drafts along the way. As you come out throughout the season, it's a great opportunity to find your kid. See where they are on the field before we put them in a uniform and they all look exactly the same. So this is another chance just for you all to see it and process it and think about it. You should for sure clap and react if you see something cool, if you hear something cool. We like that a lot. Sound good? Here we go. Same thing, everybody. Top to C4. Zep. C4. Stuff down right here. Go grab another drink, come back. Everyone, I mentioned this is a great chance for you to learn the show and figure out what we're doing. It's also a great opportunity for us to kind of train our audience so that when you come to a football game, you train everybody else to clap in the right spot. See how that works? Before we go on to the next thing, we're going to just give them a quick water break, just a quick drink and right back out, guys. I do want to recognize our staff. We've had just a tremendous group of people working with our students over these 2 weeks, and really since the beginning of the summer with mini camps and music rehearsals and dance camps and all those things. Many of our staff is kind of up in the top watching, and they're already making their lists. Things they want to fix, things they want to make better. So staff, if you're around, can you just stand and wave to everybody so that we can... We're going to do a little bit of the next part of our show. The next part of our show we're referring to as part one. It's like the first time that we really get to kind of dig into some music. The tune is by a famous jazz artist named Stan Kenton. If you know Stan Kenton, fantastic music. I highly recommend that you look him up. We're doing a tune of his called Incident in Jazz. Incident in Jazz. And it has this very kind of quirky feel. It's in a mixed meter, so it's not always easy to kind of snap your finger to. We feature a saxophone quartet up here on our stage, so eventually 2 more saxophones join, 2 altos, a tenor, and a bari. So we have Drew Curtis coming up on the bari sax. Give it up for Drew. Jack Rothstein is going over to tenor sax, and then we bring up another alto sax. Who's coming up? Sorry. Oh, yeah, Luke. Sorry, Luke Larimer's coming up. I'm like looking right at his face. Luke Larimer. Look, I've been on the sun, people. Luke Larimer's coming up to play alto sax. So we're going to do a little bit of incident in jazz. Here we go. We're going top of the movement, really finishing off the hold here, guys. Yes? C4, do the hold, do the turn, stop at letter G. Here we go.
G.
Too much pre-step motion.
Good. Stand by, everybody. Give it up for them. That music actually stops kind of in the middle. We're getting ready to do a percussion break, and then we do a lot more of it. We actually learned a ton of drill over the last couple of days. Drill-wise, that got us up to letter G in the music. Just for context, we learned drill all the way up to letter M, if you can imagine that. So that's a lot of drill, and it is just not quite ready for prime time yet. So we're gonna hold on to that for a little bit longer. The next time you see the show, we're gonna have a lot more to add on. So we're gonna reset. We're gonna get you another shot at that. Reset. Going on into the show, the next movement is a ballad movement. That will be part 2. The ballad is a beautiful tune by a famous jazz musician named Chick Corea, and the tune is called My Spanish Heart. So kind of a play back to the Picasso theme. And then our last movement, part 3, is a really fast, upbeat, energetic tune by a composer named Michael Nyman, and the tune is called Miranda. And the reason why we picked it is because that was the closer when the Winter Guard did the show back in 2020. And so we thought that would be a really fun way to close this show as well. Very fast, very upbeat, very energetic. It's going to be an awesome way to end the show. So really 3 main parts of the show plus an intro at the beginning, and a few little surprises along the way. Let's do another run here of the beginning of part 1. C4, do the hold, everybody, stopping at letter G. Is that?
G.
All right, give it up. Nice job. All right, so as you can see, we're off and running. Things are off to a really great start. We're very, very proud of the progress that we've made so far over these last 2 weeks. We're going to keep it going a little bit next week with some rehearsals at the beginning of the week. Our next big public performance is on Wednesday of next week. We're performing the Star Spangled Banner at the Cincinnati Reds game on Wednesday. It's a 12:35 game. So if you've already bought tickets, you want to come down and join us, that's going to be awesome. That same exact day after the Reds game, we're going to get out of there a little bit early, and we're going to go like 5 minutes away to the Cincinnati Art Museum. They are hosting a Picasso exhibit. Can you believe it? And so we're going to go and check out some Picasso art, little cross-curricular. See how we are here in music? So we're going to go and roast in the sun at the Reds game, and then we're going to go sit in the air conditioning for a while and observe some art. It'll be fun. So tonight we have our barbecue. We are set up in the back of Central for the barbecue. So the easiest way to get there is go through the band doors where we always drop off, and just go right down the hall. They'll take your money or your ticket or however they're doing that, and then you just keep on going toward the back of Central and have your food there. Students will be up to join you in a little bit after we put everything away. Thanks so much for coming out tonight, everybody. We'll see you later this season.